all the conversations we've had, it's been tempered with the reality that I've been terrified about Aaron Judge. Now, this is not to say that the Yankees are out of the woods or he's out of the woods here, and understand where they've been. It has been 3 months, guys, 3 months of watching the New York Yankees try to play offense or hit. That sounds weird. In baseball, you don't play off, you know what I mean, hit without Aaron Judge. And in those 3 months, they had the third worst OPS, and they scored the third fewest runs, not just in the American League, in all of baseball. It has been a rough watch. The starting pitching's obviously saved the season. So, now we're at a point where, and Boone was saying this the other day, where he's now able to advance to that next level of progression here. And at least be from a hitting perspective, like he hasn't done any hitting yet. He's done some jogging. He's done some, light throwing. He's done some light upper body activity, which he was not able to do until a couple of days ago. I know he was doing some pool work, kind of like simulating swings. A lot of hitters do that. You get that resistance underwater. Greg Jeffries' dad used to make him do that. I remember reading that a long time ago. So, when is he coming back? Is he definitely coming back? I don't know. But, I do know this, that there has not been a setback, knock on wood, and every little inch of progress represents more and more hope for the 2026 Yankees. It just does. There's no other way around it. And now you start to look at, a potential. If today's the day to start thinking about life with Aaron Judge again on some level, and I believe that it is without going nuts, I also think it's the day to start envisioning what this lineup, at least the first 5 or 6 spots, could look like to match the pitching that they have, even with Fried down. And I'll get to him in a bit after, in October. And I don't know how reluctant the Yankees would be to move George Lombard up to the leadoff spot. I wouldn't do it. We were doing the live show last night, and, that at bat where you had about a 3 or 4 hopper base hit to right field that set up the Yankees rally where they scored a couple of runs. That at bat, not that you even really needed to see that at bat to come to the conclusion that George Lombard is as polished a young stud as the Yankees have pumped out in, I want to say Jeter, but there's actually things he does better than Jeter. I know that sounds, blasphemous to some. I think he's got a better arm than Derek. I think he's got better hands than Derek. I think he's got more juice in his bat than Derek. Like Derek, I think he's got a very good approach and a very good understanding as a young hitter, which is very elusive for a lot of young hitters. He doesn't get rattled. He's got no problem. I love this about him. He's got no problem hitting with 2 strikes. And, I think it was 0-2. It was certainly 2 strikes and then a couple of balls. He worked his way back, fouled a few off, took a couple of tight sliders that were, borderline, a lesser hitter with a less discipline would have probably, like Volpe may have swung at that. Wells, Dominguez may have offered at that, but not Lombard. So anyway, I say this because I don't know how willing the Yankees are to actually – what's up, Jake? There you go, baby. I think I've been in this room. I think I'm in jail. I've been in this room. I did the live show yesterday. Then I did the Jets Collective at 6. And then I did the live show with the Yankees right after it. Slept a little bit, watched some fishing videos with my son last night to do a little fishing this weekend. And now I am right back at the studio. That's okay. Daddy's getting out of here. As soon as this show's over, Daddy's skedaddling. Daddy's going to play golf. See ya. Bye-bye, everybody. No, it's good to be back on in the morning. A little bit earlier than usual, Jake. I appreciate that. So, why wouldn't the Yankees move George Lombard to the leadoff spot? I don't mean tonight or tomorrow, but if you get Aaron Judge back, and you can even probably make this move when Bellinger comes back, a little extra insurance behind him, just imagine, and this is not off the table, it's possible. Lombard leading off, playing short. Rice batting second, playing first, or even DHing, but you'll see where he's playing first for this situation. Aaron Judge, listen, if he's healthy enough to play, he's playing right. There's this thought, maybe you shield him, maybe. No, dude, if he's cleared, he's a very good outfielder, and if he keeps hitting these checkpoints and he eventually makes his way back to the Yankees, then I'm playing Aaron Judge where he usually plays, and that's in right field. So Lombard won it short, Ben Rice at first, batting second. Judge in the 3-hole. I know he likes batting second, but I want to split up the lefties and righties. Judge batting third, playing right. Bellinger, now you go back to the lefty in left field batting fourth. Now we're probably getting a little wacky here, but I'm going to today's a good day. Today's a good day. Yankees played well last night. Good news on Judge. Why not Stanton 5 in the DH role, and then Garcia batting 6 at second base? Now, I know that that's an unconventional move because he's not he's not a very good second baseman. But the dude that we watch every night who remains in space, at this point, I am willing, whatever it takes, to get Jazz off the field on a night-to-night basis, especially in high pressurized, higher leverage moments and series, which October will obviously yield. Just don't trust the guy. Hey, Jay, roll it. This is what it looked like and sounded like last night. So we're going to be doing a lot of live shows, right? And I've got something coming from a business point of view that it'll make the presentation look better. A good sponsor. We've got some stuff coming, which we'll roll out very soon. These are kind of just dry runs, right? And I'm doing it because, number one, I love it. I think it's really cool sitting here watching a game, bullshitting with you guys, and reacting in real time. So I'll do the Yankee playoffs. I'll do the Jets, etc. This was last night, and don't do the Grisham one yet, but this is my reaction to Jazz and that ridiculous goofball play at second base. A St. John's game or two that I can't make on the road, and then obviously a lot of Jet stuff. That could be two. There's one. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. See, I just did a segment on this. I cannot. Jazz Chisholm, he's just got to go. He is just in space. He looks like a knucklehead, and he plays like a knucklehead. This is an absolute lock for a double play. It's about a two-hopper. He's behind the umpire. Now he's going to say he was shielded by the umpire. All right, you want to use that as an excuse, whatever. Make the play. You're a major league second baseman. And by the way, that's not an excuse because, I'm looking at that in real time. Then they start showing the replays. And then, I first thought, and at first glance here, I'm like, okay, maybe he was kind of, and it still annoyed me, as you can tell. I just got no more patience with Jazz. When you're not buttoned up mentally and you're trying to win, I can't have it. Like, I'm never going to support you. Plus, he's had a shit season. I mean, if he was banging 39 home runs and hitting 270, I'm like, I'll live with it a little bit. He's hitting 212 with an OPS under 700. He's got 9 or 10 errors. He's a mess. Getting picked off. Doesn't know how many outs there are. So I'm obviously done with Jazz, right? But as I'm trying to decipher in real time what's going on, my first thought, and this was not included in the video, obviously, was that maybe he was kind of in no man's land. And this does happen once in a while. I mean, they're not robots, right? But it's too consistent with him. So that's why I don't give a pass here. Where he was at least I surmised in real time, that maybe he was kind of calculating, all right, am I going to catch this and take 2 steps to my right and take it myself? Or am I going to catch it and flip it and start the conventional double play with Lombard finishing the play to first base? And then obviously I right away I incorporate the umpire, but that is a simple level of being alert. All you have to do is say, Blue, do me a favor. 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Blue, just a little bit. Thanks, man. Thanks. That's it. That it takes a level of engagement that is that shallow to identify that there's some sort of physical impediment that is in your way. And it is first of all, it's your responsibility, number one, as a Major League Baseball player, but also it's well within your right. Like, you're not doing anything wrong. Like, you do that all the time. I can't tell you how many times. I don't have to do it that much anymore, but like when my son was really young and playing, he still plays a lot of shortstop. I'm like, I'd yell out from the dugout, never from the stands. This is only on the team. Oh, from the stand. I mean, even though I got kicked out of the game, I don't yell much from the stands. I promise you. I'll say, hey, tell the ump to ask the ump to take a step so you can see, because sometimes these guys do get right in your line of sight. Now, to be fair to the umpire, he's looking at home plate. He's looking at the mound. Now, I think it's also his responsibility to an extent to kind of take a peek behind him and see, all right, where am I in relation to the defender behind me? But that's not on the umpire. That's on Jazz Chisholm. It's just ridiculous, man. I would not have played him last night. I just would not have played him. So that's why I say Garcia at second. And I know that they won't do this. Boone will not do this. But I don't know why it's not a potential option on the table. And you want to meet me in the middle? And I said this yesterday as well. You want to play Cabby at second base on a regular basis? Go for it. Go for it. I got no problem with Caballero playing second. But Lombard, Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Garcia, that's not possible. Well, I mean, a month ago, it seemed like a pipe dream because Stanton, I mean, and I'm still not banking on Stanton. I guess I'm banking on Stanton coming back, but I'm not banking on him staying. But so this very well might be a short-lived lineup here. And some are, I mean, especially, if you're truly involved in the game and you're a manager or a coach, whatever, front office guy. I'm not as married to the lefty, righty, let's break it up, make it tough, run the opposing manager, but whatever. Give me your best hitters in succession. Like, that's the way I look at it. So, and I know the Judge likes hitting second. I did break it up here just to go righty, lefty, lefty, which is what you get in the first six. And then obviously you put in a Grisham, whether it's a Jones, obviously McMahon's going to play some third base, very good defender, Wells behind the plate. And, there's still a little bit too lefty laden there, but that is possible. That is possible. So my message to Yankee fans today, controlled excitement, controlled enthusiasm, because at least the potential for Aaron Judge, until I hear there's a setback, which, knock on wood, we will not hear, until I hear that, I'm going to choose to be somewhat optimistic here.